So the topic of this video was inspired by a comment that I got on a video I posted a couple of days ago that brought to my attention a football boot related product that I haven't thought about for a very long time, and to my knowledge, I don't think I've ever made a video on, period. Here's the comment. Luca said, "You should sell wide rubber or elastic bands for laceless boots. Imagine an inch wide rubber band compressing your midfoot comfortably. Could be colored or branded. A rubber band a millimeter or two thick might even add Predator-like grip to the boot. A truly performance-enhancing product." Luca, if you're watching this video, I appreciate your comment, and you're not wrong, sort of, but this is a product that has existed for a very long time now, and I have to be honest with you, I absolutely hate the football boot rubber band. Now, if you've never heard of or seen a product like this before, it's exactly as Luca described, a rubber band for your football boots that will provide tension around the midfoot and extra grip because of it being made out of rubber. It's made out of a relatively thick, very strong rubber material that does stretch, but it requires quite a bit of force. You can stretch it just enough to get it on your football boot, basically over top of the midfoot to cover the laces, hold down the tongue, and provide a decent amount of compression, to the point where I would actually argue that it's very uncomfortable to wear these, but everyone's gonna have their own opinion. Either way, it exists, and as you can see here, I do have an Adidas branded variation. Now, this particular football boot elastic band is one that I've had on the desk in my office for pretty much my entire YouTube career, mainly because every time I look at it, it just kind of makes me laugh. And it happens to be an Adidas branded one. Pretty much every brand at one point or another has produced some of these. It wouldn't surprise me if Adidas was still making them to this day. And like I said at the start of this video, I wasn't really sure if this is a product that still exists, so I did a Google search for football boot elastic bands, and sure enough, they're available on Amazon, not an Adidas branded one, just random off brands, for about $4 or $5 a pair, which is not too surprising, but I do wonder if people actually still use these things. Now, the football boot rubber band as a concept isn't actually a bad idea because it does work as advertised, unlike so many football boot technologies that we have these days, and partially because big fold-over flap tongues and super long laces were a big part of football boots back when I was growing up. These were actually pretty popular, more so amongst kids than adults, but I do remember getting a pair of these as a kid, and even as an 8-year-old child, given some football boot elastic bands for free from my parents, I thought to myself, wow, that's dumb. And like I said, it does actually work, but the concept of spending $200 on high-end football boots and then struggling to wrap a rubber band around the midfoot, covering up all of the expensive premium materials that you just paid for on a boot that should fit you properly in the first place, it's always been a silly concept to me. Speaking of struggling, these are extremely difficult to put on. If you bought some really cheap ones where the rubber's very thin and stretches easily, it's not such a big deal. But when you have a high quality rubber band like this one, where the tension is quite strong and it's very, very difficult to stretch it, putting them on is a challenge. Here's an example. Step 1, put on your boots. I have pre-done this step. Step 2, struggle. Oh, I almost cut myself. Don't forget to tuck your laces in. Beautiful. This is actually hilarious. I feel like my foot's being squeezed to death, suffocating. I truly don't understand how people wear these things. Oh my God, it's just as bad to take off. So this is a boot that already has a lace cover. So you have the laces covered by a lace cover and then a lace cover cover. That's double the coverage. On the topic of improving lockdown in the fit of your football boots, especially if they're laceless, these definitely will do that in terms of just adding that tightness through the midfoot area of the boots. But again, to spend $300 on a pair of laceless boots and then to put a $4 rubber band around them in order for them to be wearable maybe you just shouldn't have bought those boots in the first place, but hey, that's just my opinion. And as far as the extra grip is concerned, you definitely get it. I don't think there's any real performance benefit to wearing something like this, but I guess if you're wearing them and you like having the extra grip, continue to wear them. If by some odd chance you still use football boot rubber bands, more power to you, and don't take offense to this at all, but personally, I've always found this particular product to just be extremely embarrassing. I don't know what else to say other than that I hate it. So I guess to answer Luca's original question, will I be coming out with SR4U branded football boot rubber bands? No. Anyways, guys, that's it for this one. If you enjoyed this video, please support it with a like, and let me know what you guys think of the football boot rubber band. Is this something that you used as a kid? Is it something that you still use to this day? Is it something that you even knew existed in the first place? Because as far as I'm aware, this is not a popular product anymore. Either way, any questions, as always, leave them down below in the comments, and I'll do my best to get an answer out to you as soon as I possibly can. Subscribe if you haven't already for daily videos on all the latest and greatest soccer gear, and don't forget to hit that little bell notification so you get notified when the next new video goes live. All my social media information is linked down below in the description as well. And other than that, guys, thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.